Hi, here we are back in the van, man. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk today about is cabinetry. So I've been talking to my friend about what to do with storage, and he's going to teach me how to attach things to metal because I don't know how to do that. So what I thought would be the best thing, because I don't want things coming into the space. Like I don't want like my head to be like stuff here and stuff here. So I was Googling cabinets, trying to get the right measurements and trying to find cabinets on Amazon, on Wayfair, um, IKEA, all that. And it was hard to get ones that are not very deep. Then I had an idea. Medicine cabinets. A medicine cabinet is always about 5 inches deep. And I could just have all the storage like that. So if I had a 5 inch deep one here and a 5 inch deep one there, it's not going to infringe on here, and I could put a lot of things in it. So I started Googling that. So I did find some really good ones. Put them right in the shopping cart. One was like $85, one was like $130, and I said I don't need them to match. And they're made with those press boards. You assemble them yourself, but that's kind of the way it goes, right? Today I got lucky at the thrift store. I got lucky at the thrift store. I'm a thrift store junkie. So if you remember this table that I made, it's not very impressive because I'm not a furniture maker. I just cut a piece of board the size that I wanted. I have a video. If you look at my video of my van tour from about 2 months ago, you'll find this in place over my Bluetti power station. And I custom made it to fit over my Bluetti. If you look at the video that I made about 2 weeks ago, and it's called Van Build Operation Phase 1. It was me disassembling everything. You'll see me taking this out of the van. I had it right over here, and the Bluetti was underneath. So in this new build, I'm going to reuse this table, and I'm going to still use the Bluetti, except I'm going to get solar panels on the roof. So the solar panels will go on the roof. The wires are going to come down through here, down through here, down here. Somehow, that's for another day. And right here is where I'm going to have the Bluetti. So I'm going to put this table here. It's going to be bolted to the floor. This fits the Bluetti perfectly. It gives me about a few inches over the Bluetti because it has the wireless charging on top. So I want to be able to get in there on the wireless charging. So the wires all come down here, plug into the Bluetti. So now I had this idea that I have all this blank space because I have no windows in this car, so I don't need to see out my rearview mirror. There's nothing to see. I could literally build up to here, right here. But this is going to be my way in, so I need space to get in. I will be able to get in the back door. This one will be blocked, but I will be able to get in. So I thought right here would be great to have a storage. So I measured from here to here, and it's like 2 feet. And I thought if I could find some kind of a cabinet that's 2 feet tall. So I went to the thrift store today, and I found this. Ugh! It weighs a ton. It's not compressed board. It's wood. Now, I know we're not going to drive with a mirror. This is leaving. But I have all this storage. That's a lot of storage. No real estate. Takes up no real estate. So when $10 for this, okay? So when I came in, I said, let me try this. So I picked it up. Okay. And I put it up here. It just fits under here. and it won't get there when the floor is in, because the floor is going to be insulation and a 3/4 inch plywood. So it's not going to fit this way. I was going to make the table shorter, but I don't want this sitting right on top of the Bluetti. So I had a great idea. So when I opened the doors, I did this in the thrift store because I said the mirror's got to come out. I see all these screws right here. I'm going to take them all out. What I'm going to do is I'll take this board out. On the other side of this board is the mirror. I'll take the mirror out and I will cover this piece of wood with like maybe a piece of fabric or something, or paint it, whatever. So then what I decided to do for my height problem is I'm going to install it like this. It's very heavy. I'm gonna put it in like this. Okay. So this is going to get bolted down to the table, and I'll open it like this. And what I'm planning to use this for is clothes. This is where I'm going to keep my clothes. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 packing cubes of clothes here. And another thing I'm going to do is, if you can imagine this headrest that's right behind here, I'm going to get one of those black rubber bungees, those ones that are really, really tough. Not the elasticy ones, but those rubber ones. And I'm going to bungee it to the headrest behind here. So it's going to be bungeed back here. It's going to be bolted right here. And I still have all of this right here to put something. Let's just say it may not be this, but it could be this. See what I'm saying? Like I'm going to use as little real estate, floor space as possible, and utilize this. It doesn't infringe on me getting in and out. And another thing I'm going to do is I have these little baskets that I don't know if you remember these from my other van. I can mount these right here, right on the side. I have 2 of them. 1, 2, for storage. Doesn't infringe on me getting in. Doesn't take up any other space. And then another thing I thought of was, so I have a box in my house up in the hall closet, and it's for donations. So anybody that lives in this house, if you have a donation, you throw it in the box. When Lulu goes to the thrift store, I get the bags out and I fill them up and I take them and donate the stuff. So today I went through the box. One of my family members is a photographer, and I see in the donations, it's her camera bag. And it's a great it's kind of like a miniature backpack. And then I thought I could hang that like right here. I could put a hook, hang it right here. See what I'm saying? Or I can hang it here. It's completely out of the way. Plus I have all this space right here. You know, not something this wide, but I can always hook little things like these baskets on these legs right here. So when I see this, like, it's going to get used. It's going to get used. The space I don't want used is I don't want to have all of this storage and have it infringe on my headspace. Like, I just want it. I want the space. My last build, that cooler on the countertop on its side, ingenious idea. It worked perfect, but it was in my face. It was in my face, and it wasn't going to be a permanent way that I wanted to travel. I needed another way, but we threw that together in 2 days, and it was perfect for me to go away for 2 months. But that would never be my final build because it was in my face, you know? And I want that space around my head. I want the space around my head. I'd rather have less stuff. Now I have this like really pretty blue paint. That's a really nice shade of blue. And I think I'm going to paint the table blue, and I'm going to paint this blue. So it will almost kind of look like one unit. I'll have my Bluetti right here. the wires going up here, up to the roof, and then I'll find some kind of a little cabinet, preferably out of wood, because I would like to paint it the same blue, so it would just be a continued thing, and then just screw it in. So this one will get screwed in from the floor of this, well, the side of this cabinet. It will get screwed right into this table, and I think, and this will be L bracketed to the floor, and then it will be bungeed onto this, because this is heavy. We don't want this thing. We don't want this go flying. So yeah. So that's what I got. So yeah, I'll just put like a little hook right here. So as I was at the thrift store today, when I was thinking about this, like something like this could be hung up here, and the ones that those cabinets that I found on Wayfair and Amazon, I found them all and they're all in my cart. I decided I'm not going to buy them. I don't want them. I want to create myself. Like I want to take something like this and just use it for, recreate it for myself. I just like doing that. So, I found so many like really cute things. Like I found this little wood box that it was like painted like an old thing where it said like farmer's market on it or something. And I said, how cute is that? And I just thought like maybe instead of like, all right, so right over here will be the kitchen. So what my plan is over here is that cubby that I had in my other build. And if I'm referring to my other build and where I used the table before, and you don't know what I'm talking about because you're new here, go back about 2 months ago. There's a video called My Wicked Awesome Band Tour, and you can go in there and you can see everything I'm referring to. So there's like that eight cubbies. So it's 4 feet long. It's going to be this long. I'm going to have it come right out to here. And then up here was going to be a cabinet, but I don't want it to come out like this because I don't want it to infringe on my counter space. So what I had an idea was to just put to get a piece of wood, like to cut a piece of wood exactly this shape right here and adhere it there. The biggest part, right? Now I have a piece of wood that I can attach things to. And I just imagined that box was about like maybe 5 inch by 5 inch. I just imagined just like screwing it into this wood wall and then just having that to put some tea bags in or something. Then there was this other almost like this red kind of wire basket with little sections, and I said that would be great for like the silverware and the spatulas and stuff, and that could be attached here, and then put things in it. Another little basket, could put my sweet potatoes in it. I don't know. I just thought that I could make a wall of all different things that just catch my eye and that I find are interesting. And I can do the same thing over here. Because this will also probably be like a pantry. Oh, I saw this cute, beautiful, little plaque. Like it was about this big and it was hand painted and it just said pantry. And I was like, wouldn't I just love to just put that? I didn't get it because I would have bought everything. I have to wait until I land on my ideas. But to put the little pantry sign right here, the little wooden hand painted pantry, and then just have all little containers that are either made out of wire or wood or they're painted or they're different colors and just scattered about, holding my groceries, my pears, and I don't know, I just think it might look really nice. And yeah, so this is me dreaming and scheming. And then depending on I do have these 2 wicker baskets. I have 2 of these. And I think what I might do is hang one on each door right here. Easy enough, but they will infringe on the space inside. So once I decide everything inside, I'll close this door and see what this feels like. If it feels like it's like right next to my head when I'm here cooking, I don't want it. I would like something less deep, you know. But I go around and see what I have and use what I have, and then one would fit right here too, just perfectly, you know. So that might be good. Although I think this might not work here because I think I'm going to put when the counter is here, I think I'm going to put my Berkey right here. So my Berkey will be here. So this would probably hit the Berkey. So whatever kind of storage I want to put here might have to be flush with this right here. But I'm still going to use it because it's still space, you know. And so yeah, so I'm really excited. Um, Another thing, I went to see my mechanic today about a couple of things. I talked to him about the wiring of my Bluetti. I want my Bluetti to charge while I drive. And I asked him about the wiring from the battery to the directly from the battery to the thing. And he said, yeah, that's not his thing. He suggests I go to like a stereo places that install stereos because they do a lot of wiring of electronics in a car. That's where you go to get like alarm systems, security systems, cameras, all that stuff. So they do a lot of power devices from your car battery. So I'll see. Perhaps they can help me with that. That would be good. So I have I've looked up one that's close by, and I'm going to go see them and talk to them about that, and hopefully get that taken care of. And another thing I talked to him about was taking my seat out. Um, I have an appointment for him to take my seat out next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday, because I need my seat in there because my friend Barb from Van Life, my Van Life friend Barb is going to be with me, and I want to have the wheels. I want to be able to go places with her because we're hikers, so we'll probably want to go hiking every day. So, but this Wednesday, what I'm going to have done is, okay, so this is interesting. It's something that I found on a YouTube video, and I asked him if he could do it, and he's going to do it for me. So before I even got a Promaster City, I always watched van builds on Transit Connects and Promaster Cities because I always loved like the cargo, but it's mini. I liked that. And so I remembered this video I saw a long time ago, and here I am now with the Promaster City. Um, and it was about this guy that took out this piece. So let me just show. I can't even explain it because I don't know what it's called, but I'm just going to show you what they did on the video. Right here, I'm going to just put a little, not a link. I can't. I don't know how to do links on videos, but right here, I'm going to put a picture of the video that I saw this in. If you want to search it out on YouTube, you can see what I'm talking about. So under here, okay, so under this floor, if I take this out, okay, and if you see this black box right here, and it's over here, it's white. This box comes out. So I can reach in here. There's a hole right here, and I can reach in here. And actually, on my trip, I actually put some things in there, but it's very inconvenient to get to. So what they did in this video, and if you watch that video, you'll see, they actually took this whole box right out. So the van doesn't end right here. It actually goes like this, and then it slopes down. So it probably comes out, slopes down about right here. All that space, what they were using that for, is their battery bank. They were putting big Battleborn batteries in there, and their charge controller and all that stuff. Huge amount of space, all under the floor. So I think what they did was they put a floor down, but then they cut it, and I think they piano hinged it, and you can get into it. So anyway, I'm not building a battery bank right now. I'm going to just use my Bluetti for now. But I'll take this storage space. I mean, that I wouldn't put things here that I needed access to all the time because my floor is going to go to here, and I'm going to have to put a leg underneath the floor to hold everything that's going to be here and to make the whole floor stable on this end. But I'm going to have like a foot by, it even goes, oh my goodness, there's something in here. Oh, my notebook from my last trip. I was wondering where that was. um, I'm going to have like a foot by a foot, probably about 8 inches deep, because it goes below the floor that's under the seat. So anyway, I'm taking this to Jim, my mechanic. He's going to take this out. I don't know. He's got to take these rivets out, and he's got to take this up, and then we'll be good to go. I'm going to grab all that storage space before I put the floor in. So that's getting done Wednesday. I would like to have the floor ready by then. When that's done, I'd love to just be at the point where I go pick it up on Wednesday. I put the insulation in. I put the wood floor down that already has all the vinyl tile stuck to it. So that would be cool. And then I can get this. I want to get this painted. So I don't know if you remember the colors that I had in my other van, and I have paint left over from all that. There was pink. There was a pink and a blue and a green and an orange. Really nice shades of each of those colors. And I think I'm just going to use those paints to, because I think they'll all go good with the black and white tile. And I think I'm going to do this, the blue, do the table blue, and then that will be the first thing I build when the floor's in. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Let's see if these screws come off. All right, let's see here. Moment of truth. Here we are. Bye-bye, mirror. We don't need you in a van. That would be an epic fail. There we go. So possibilities are endless for this. I could decoupage this. I could just paint it the blue. Let's see what it looks like when it's closed. I was thinking I should just turn this wood around, have the wood facing out. Might as well have the wood facing out, you know. I love my cabinet. It's solid wood. It's heavy. It's not quite as heavy now that the mirror's gone, which is very good, because this door was very, very, very heavy, and now the door is very light. So that works very good. I'm thrilled with this because I just love to reuse and repurpose things. I just love it. And I can paint this blue, and then next year I can paint it red. I can make it any color I want. I can put stickers on it. I can put decals on it. I can put fabric on it. I can decoupage it. I can do all kinds of fun things. Instead of just ordering those ones I was looking at, they're like 120. Oh, it's not even solid wood. Solid wood is expensive, you know? So I'm really kind of digging this. I'm really digging this. So if I look at that, there you have it. I could even leave it, if I sanded it nice, I could leave it